April 16th, 2020. Today, I'm just going to say what's on everyone's mind. Coronavirus is a terrorist attack from the Chinese, based in the Democratic Party in the United States. They couldn't stop the election coming up with Russia crapola. They should have dreamed up something way better than that. Of course, it would have had to be true to stick. And unfortunately, it seems that lax procedures in the lab in Wuhan, China, a million minds and no hands, a million hands and no minds. That'd be China. Bad procedures let the virus get out. Intentionally or unintentionally, it seems. Who knows? Sure looks like an attack by China. Concerted effort. I mean, it would go in there with them sending us fentanyl and carfentanil, for 8 years in the U.S. mail, uninspected under Obama, when those drugs flooded into the United States and still kill over 50,000 people a year. There's more people die every year ODing than people dying from this virus a year, probably. It may get into the 100,000 people dying, but right now, it's about 30. And it's sad when anyone dies, but it's part of life. Elderly are particularly vulnerable. And the truth about coronavirus is, how close are you to the other people? If you live on top of each other, like in old Europe, you're in trouble. Sanitation issues are more intense. Out in farmland, you're better off. If you're in the inner city, you're not as good. That'd be the explosion in New York. Yesterday, we saw the governor of Nevada come out and say straight up, this is killing Vegas. This is killing us. I mean, you can't have it. Strippers are out of work. Ladies of the evening, there's 2-for-1 sales. Word. And the reality is, what do you do? Well, 15,000 people drove their cars to Lansing, Michigan yesterday to protest the Democratic governor there, who won't let them go to their homes, their summer homes in Michigan, who won't let them take their boats out on the lake to fish in the spring at that. We're looking at the fascism here of a disease of fear. I see Nancy Pelosi's name written all over this. This is a Hillary Clinton move. This is an evil move by evil people. We have to stop and set back. Nancy Pelosi's father, D'Alessandro, was his last name. He was the world's biggest heroin importer, right through Vegas. Meyer Lansky, D'Alessandro, her father, Pelosi's father. He's the biggest heroin dealer in American history. Look it up. Reality is it. Trump ain't perfect either, though. He's still a bit of a clod at times, a bull in a china shop. He is pretty funny. He's got a sense of humor, I'll say that. I could probably get along with him at a distance, but I wouldn't want to have to. He'd sap my energy, I'm afraid. But the reality is, people are in trouble. Waiters, waitresses, friends of mine. A lot of my friends are hurting. They depend on income to survive, and the income's shut off. They depend on work to support them, and it's not. And we don't know. When they say they flattened the curve, well, the only curve that was really flattened was the rate of contagion was slowed. It's still going to occur. Whenever the restraints are lifted and the quarantine's up, people will still get it. It's still going to be around. It's not going to go away. The only thing we flattened was emergency rooms and doctors being overburdened and overrun in one, like what happened in Italy, the worst case. And of course, the Chinese were able to throw up hospitals, while the people were throwing up, and of course, the Chinese probably bought stock in toilet paper just before all this happened so they can buy some more missiles and point them at us. I want to say nuclear war is still an issue if you really want to worry about something. There's some big stuff out there to worry about. I mean, you could all die tomorrow. I could die tomorrow. If you think things are bad, think again. I was saying for 25 years, if things don't change, we're going to have a war, another civil war in America. I hoped I was wrong. I didn't know why. I thought it might be homelessness, starvation, lack of equality, all the things that can start a civil war. And now I see a disease is the linchpin. Whether the Democrats in America are evil and deceitful enough to kill people to get elected, I don't know. In my experience, these Democrats are immature, juvenile people with money that really don't seem to be grounded in work, effort, earth. And I think they will go to the side. Time will come. And one thing for sure, times are changing. Hopefully it'll be for the better. But for now, it stays the same. And this is going to be one interesting experiment to watch from a social standpoint, let alone cultural and humanistic. People are sorely uneducated, especially about disease and viruses. On a lighter note, the sun's shining, morel mushrooms are popping. A friend of mine found a few yesterday. So, not many, but it's happening. Y'all take care. Peace out.